just lost the battle to go with another, rather than hype up the guy who just won to respond to it that's on his own coast, right? Why don't people have the same energy saying, you know what, Kendrick need to go address that game. Kendrick need to go pop it off on that game. Game helped give him the crown. Now it's clear they had some issues. This and third. Nigga, pop off. Kendrick, pop off. Why is the same level of desire of people going at it not required of anybody else but one guy? That to me is confusing. Because I completely get what these guys are saying. Like, yeah, I mean, if Drake and Jay got into it, okay, that would be kind of interesting. But how come it's always Drake and somebody else? It's now turning into a thing that Drake has to take unlimited fades for hip hop. Unlimited. Okay. All right. You went through it with Kendrick. All right. We got Jay-Z for you next. All right, man. You got to go. Nas is coming. Even though obviously Nas and Drake don't got an issue. It's like y'all going to just have a laundry list of while nobody else. Y'all forgave J. Cole for putting out the battle. Kendrick supposedly won the battle, but never has to battle again. And Drake is in an infinity wave of every that he might not like, or he might not see eye to eye with, or he might be, he say something subliminal about. He has to continually diss and beef with those guys while nobody else is expected to do nothing. Isn't that odd? I wonder why the people, including Joe, why say, oh, Drake needs to set it off on Jay? Why not have the same rhetoric to say, yo, if Kendrick feel that way about Game, he need to set it off on that nigga. And Game need to set it off on Kendrick. Why is that not the conversation, given the fact that we have way more direct proof? We have Kendrick's homies calling the Game a bum. We have the Game who's liking shady posts. It's clear he feels unappreciated. And also we've heard about the story that his own or former boss, Top, is calling and saying, hey, we ain't with this guy since he brought Drake over here. How is that not the battle people want to see? How of a sudden Drake just got to keep battling in perpetuity? Okay, all right. Drake, because here's the thing too. If Drake annihilate Jay-Z, which I think would be the outcome, but I digress. If you annihilate Jay-Z, you know what y'all gonna say? Nah, son. Yo, bring the rest of the Rockefeller. Stay pop. What's up? Yo, Beanie Siegel. Yo, you gotta battle Beanie Siegel and Memphis Bleak next. You gotta battle them two same time. Okay? It never stops.
What's good, y'all? I'm gonna lead off with an apology in case I insult anybody's intelligence with this video. Anybody that followed the channel before we changed the format knows I covered West Coast. A lot of what goes on out there, whether it's gang, music, whatever it is, the culture. So I don't mean to insult anybody's intelligence. Anybody that know anything about hip hop as well. Fact to say that, why doesn't Kendrick go at Game and not pay respect to the street politic of the West Coast is just being blind. Like, I don't get it. You would only say that from your basement, or if you're talking to suburban folks who've never been outside in those environments and don't really know. They go online to find out what's going on outside. And good for them, because it's all nonsense. The street code is BS. But if you in it, you got to respect it. You understand? You ain't got to understand it. You got to respect it. You saw when Stat Quo was making any remarks about the Kendrick Drake, this and that game, he got that call.
We're rooting for you. Hope you're not in trouble. That's funny. Okay.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay, you're back. Okay. Everything good? How'd that go?
You know, let me tell y'all what that call was about. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
So let me go to the chat. Make sure there's some people in here. Let me tell y'all what that call was about. That call was about Top was calling me to tell me that when these clips come out, we got to tell the whole. He said I know you telling the whole story, but you got to tell. It got to be in the clip of the whole story, because he want everybody to understand. Dot didn't just stop talking to him for no reason. After that video that dude shot in Compton, that changed everything.
The 100 video.
The 100 video. And, you know, I had spoke about that and remember I said that I told Wack and Game about that. And Top thing is like, hey, that got to be, it it don't need to be perceived that Dot just stopped talking to Kendrick out of nowhere. I mean, Kendrick stopped talking the game out of nowhere.
Right.
That was the thing that, you know what I'm saying, that did it. And he reminded me that some of the younger guys, when they shot that J-Rock video, they went over to Game's house to do that part. And Game when he put that mask on, he said that the label or somebody said he couldn't show his face. But 2 weeks later, he did a Hurricane Chris video.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
these are the things that Top is reminding me on the phone. And I told him, I'm like, who from the crew that we need to have on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To make sure that it's done correctly. He's like, nah, I'm loving everything you're doing. I'm just telling you. He's like, I was talking to Dot last night. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, let him know it's all love.
The politics is thick. That could be in any city. I'm from Philly. There's things I won't talk about because it ain't for the internet. There's history I don't go into. There's a lot of things I know. It's just, that's just not how that thing works. If that person wants to bring it out that's involved in it, then it's open season. But there's many things that will never be brought to the light in regards to what's going on in the West Coast off the internet between Kendrick, Game, and those affiliations and all of those people. It's multi-layered. It's beyond my understanding. And I covered it for years. You understand? But for me to sit here and tell you what it is, if I lived that life, maybe. But from the outside looking in, it's impossible. So Act may be trying to get clicks, views, rage bait, whatever. I mean, that's the game, and he's mastered it. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this thing for a long time. He know what gets the people talking, gets the engagement, and even gets videos like this made that'll mention his name and Drake's name. They doing a great job. But to really question why Kendrick doesn't go at Game, that's not really a question. That's like asking why Game wouldn't go at Nip, rest in peace, or anything like that, regardless of their relationship. Them people from them regions ain't doing that. That's not how they live out there. I learned that much and a lot more. But like I said, man, that's a crazy ass question. Drake and Jay, that's cool. Kendrick and Jay, Lil Wayne and Jay, whatever, all that's good. So I just think he threw it out there just to get people to talk about it, and job well done with that. Anything to stoke interest in hip hop is pretty good, to be honest, because it really does. It's on life support. It really does need a lifeline. Outside of the things that happen in the streaming world and in real life, nobody gives a damn about hip hop no more. Not the skills, not the beats, not the production, not the release dates, just the real fans, like those few that are left. But outside of that, anything that stoked the interest would be great. You know what I mean? So there's a reason it disappeared off Billboard. I'll let you know a lot. So let me know what y'all think though, man. It's Dell. No problem saying everything. Second take. Till next time. We out.